It's my third day at work. I'm working in Power of the Cross Media and Sound System or some shit like that. Maybe I always twist the words when it comes to making these kind of videos. Yeah, it's Power of the Cross. So this video is for information purposes. I'm just trying to cascade something that I just analyzed or dissected about my boss and his business and all that. I'm not here to criticize him. You understand? I'm just here to precept or teach people about something that I saw as something we shouldn't start with when it comes to businesses and all that. My boss loves business, but he doesn't understand business. He's just a super fan of having a business, having something that is a second stream of income in his life. He just loves that idea. But the problem is, he thinks that if you want to start a business, you have to start fancy. You have to start with all the luxury. You just have to start by renting out the most expensive place, buying laptops and whatsoever, having each and everything that is a luxury that if a customer came by, he'll be like wowed or she'll be like wowed by the place, you understand? But that is a vanity metrics of starting a business. That is the most inconsequential thing, you understand? I asked him a few days back, how much are you renting where I am gonna be working? This is just a few days back when I just started, because I started on Thursday. I asked him, how many? What did I ask again? Oh, how much are you renting? How much are you renting in that place? Oh, I'm recording. Yo, how much are you renting here? He said, we once rented 5,000 for a few months, and then now we are renting 3,000. In this place we are in right now. So he said he's renting 3K, and then on Friday we went stalking for each and everything. I asked these different types of questions on different types of days and all that, and then on Friday we went stalking in Richards Bay. Went to Richards Bay. Ooh, petrol. Ooh, went to Richards Bay. And when he got to Richards Bay, I think he spent about 6,000 or 5 to 6,000. He spent about 5 to 6,000. Okay, we came back. I was like, okay, cool. And then I think it was 9 p.m. when we were sitting, because I live with him. I asked him, how much are you paying each and everyone who is here? Because he has employees, you understand? He has employees. He started fancy. He has employees. He has people working for him. I think now he's about to employ a security guard for each and everything. Okay, it's all fancy, you understand? We're starting out fancy, man. You just have to make sure it's a business, that each and every time someone comes, they must see that it's a business. We are on business, you understand? We have all the stocks, we have all the computers, we have all the fancy room we are renting out and all that. They must see that we have a business going on, you understand? We have table sets, beautiful table sets, we have the chair sets and each and everything, you understand? We're starting out fancy. And then I asked him, how much are you paying each and everyone? And he said, I'm paying them 600 a week. There's 4 of us. So 600 a week, you can do the math. Understand? Okay, I'm going to be starting out. I'm going to be the 4th one to get paid. So the other people are getting paid 4,000. 600 a week. And then my following question was, how much profit do you make off of the business? And he said something less than 500 Rand. I was like, what the fuck? So you are not making profit, but you have employees who are working for you, who are getting paid each and every month. So what you are saying, sir, is you are paying people using your own pockets. And I asked him, how long has this business been running? And then he said, I think for a year or 2 years. I think a year and a few months. And I'm like, you've been paying off of your pocket and all that? He was like, yes, I have been. And I was like, you've been paying using your pockets? It was like, yeah, I've been paying using my pockets. We haven't made any profits or whatsoever. You see, that's the problem. That is the business. That is the fallacy a lot of people are carrying around each and every time they want to start business. They think they should start fancy, buying each and everything, buy all the expensive equipment, buy each and everything that is expensive, rent out the most luxurious room to rent or whatsoever, you understand, or office to rent and all that. they think they should start like that. You know, the one thing, if I came much more earlier, the one thing I would have advised, you understand, it seems like even his employees do not have the mental capacity to analyze something like this, or maybe they are not scholars in whatever, or proficient in whatever, when it comes to business and all that. You know, I'm not also someone who's very competent in business and all that. I haven't got any business of my own. That's a disclaimer, by the way. I haven't got any business of my own. It's just I've read a lot of books when it comes to business and all that. So, okay, the one thing I'd advise he started with was find customers, find people who are gonna be loyal to his products and whatsoever. Right before he even rents each and everything out, before he employs people, he should make sure he makes enough profits living in his bedroom, in his house, man. I mean, selling each and everything from his house, in a sense, doing each and everything from his house, renting out the sound system from his house, and each and everything. You understand? You should have started by building something like that, not starting out fancy. You should have started by building something. In a sense, he should have started like building an audience for his products and whatsoever, an audience for each and everything. He should find a market, a group of people he's gonna sell with, people who are gonna be loyal to his things. You understand? A day goes by without anyone coming to like buy something. His profit margins are ranging from 300s to 700s, or not 700, 500s and all that. That is his profit margins a month, but the money he takes out of his pocket to pay people and all that far exceeds his profits, in a sense, which is a wrong approach to business in my own analysis. In a sense, it's a wrong approach to business, man. You just cannot be losing more money in business more than you are making money. It doesn't make sense. In a sense, you are moving backwards in life. In a sense, you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards, man. You know, start small, man. Find an audience, find a group of people who are gonna be your customers and all that. Right before you even rent out each and everything, your profits should make the renting, your profits should do the employing, your profits should do each and everything that my boss is doing right now. You understand? You know, the problem is, the one thing I've found, or I just found about my boss, he isn't someone who is advisable when it comes to a lot of things. I'm not been mouthing the nigga, man. You know, he's my boss. I respect him as an adult. I respect him as an adult, and I respect him as my boss. In a sense, I just make sure I slave each and every time he says something. In a sense, that is respect for his presence and all that. Am I recording? Yes. I respect his presence as my boss. So, but the one problem I'm having is that business fallacy that you have to start fancy, that you have to do what. I think he also, okay, I don't want to disclose this, but I think he's going to be starting another business using quite a lot of cash, or add to the services he's providing or offering to people. And so he's going to add to that, and he thinks of putting more money and send into the business that isn't generating enough profits. You understand? Bruh, I'm just gonna get paid, and go home. You understand? I'm just gonna get paid and go home. I tried to advise. I tried to advise, man. I tried to even suggest we do something. You understand? I suggested, as I'm still around, we offer services like teaching people how to do learners drive and all that. You know, that was dismissed. You know, that was gonna be something that is gonna like make him much more money. You understand? Like, it is something I saw as something I would only take like what is this word? A commission. You know, say maybe for each and every client and all that, I'll just take a commission and only take a commission only. I mean, so I think that idea was dismissed in some way. You know, if someone comes to us with 1,000 rand, man, and says like they want to learn, I'll just take maybe 300 rand or 400, no 300 rand, you understand, and look at how much money he will make. You understand? Let's say maybe we find 5 customers, and it's okay, no 5 is unrealistic. Let's say maybe a month we find 2. Let's say we find 2, man, and okay, no, 300 for me is too small, dog. Let's say I take 500, it takes 500 because I do all the work. You understand? 500, and then I take, okay, no, reasonable. Let me be reasonable because it's renting out and all that. Let me say 400. Let me say 400. Let's say we have two clients or two people who want to learn from us. I'll just take 400, and then I'll have 800, and then he'll have about 1.2. You understand? That is something, dog. A month. It's gonna boost his profit margins in some way. I was just suggesting something like that because I just saw a K53 book. He's selling K53 books, and he says they have been there for about 4 months. No one is buying them in a sense. So, and I even saw in the book, there's this book where we writes the stocks and how much has went out or bought by people and all that. They've been sitting there for quite some time now, and quite a lot of things have been sitting here for quite some time, so. Man, I suggested something like that instead of offering that thing, that the offer, or instead of selling EK53, why don't EK53 becomes part of the package of learning and whatsoever? You understand? So maybe it'll be 1,000, maybe it'll be 1.1 plus a K53 and all that. You understand? So he's gonna make more money, 700 plus 700. That's something, man. You understand? So. My bruh, I suggested something like that, but I was dismissed. It was ignored, and I was like, okay, cool, man. I'm just here for my cash. The little bit of cash I needed, in a sense, and then I go home. I miss home, man. I go home, dog. Yeah, man. I just go home. I don't think I might come back. Yeah, I don't think I might come back. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so, man. If I'm gonna try and find other ways to hlanganisa the money, man. I'm gonna try to find another way to get the money for the course, and I just found that the course just became 3,000. I know it was reasonable, man. You understand? So I'm taking it next month, guaranteed. I'm taking it, man. So yeah, man. This video was about my boss, not about me, dog. Sorry, boss. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. My humble apologies. I just wanted to teach people.